Hey, Aaron here from Superior Singing, and I want to talk a little bit about emotional singing. How do you put that emotionality into your singing voice in a way that it really connects with the listener? And a couple of techniques that I want to talk about for getting this emotionality in your singing actually have more to do with acting. There's a lot of crossover actually between acting and singing. As you may know, I am an actor. I've been on a bunch of TV shows. You can look that up later. But that's what I've learned from acting is what I transfer into my singing to get this emotionality. So two acting concepts that you may have actually heard. One is called sense memory. Sense memory is actually thinking of and in some small way reliving an emotional situation that you've had in the past. And maybe even the song that you're writing is about some emotional, painful, or whatever time that you've had. And when you're singing the song through, this is just fast forward to where we're going, but I want to explain it and give you an example in a song. But when you're singing the actual song, actually connecting with the lyrics and connecting with those emotions and those thoughts and with that scenario and that situation at the time while you're singing the song and actually imaging. That's a lot what we do in acting is we image. So when we're talking about something, we want it to really be believable, that the audience is going to know that we believe it. There's like truth, we're conveying truth, is having an actual image. So one song that hit me emotionally recently was this new Blink-182 song called One More Time. In the lyrics, it goes, I wish they told us it shouldn't take a sickness or airplanes falling out the sky. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? So part of what's going on here is this is the song that they wrote. So the sickness that they're talking about, as you may know, Mark Hoppus got cancer and thought that he may die. He recovered, and now they're doing this album. That's great. And then Travis Barker, he was in in an airplane that fell out of the sky, and he was in a really bad accident, and he also survived. So obviously, with this song, writing this song, they're talking about past events. And even at the beginning of the song, they talked about going from brothers to from strangers to brothers, and then brothers back to strangers again, talking about when the band broke up and came back together. So a lot of this is biographical for them. So they're able to lock into something that really happened. So they have that sense memory. So they're singing along to a song with lyrics that talk about their story and things that are very, very emotional to them, like things literally to them thought they could die and now they're back. So there's a lot of primal emotion going on in that. So that's one example of using sense memory. You can hear it in the way they sing, even just that it's very kind of classic Blink-182, but classic like emo music or punk music. It's very emotive, right? Do I have to die to hear you? It's almost a little bit of that crying in the voice. And I'm not saying that's what you need to do to make that emotion sound, but they do create a little more of that with just the type of genre it is and how they use their voice for that. The second thing that you can do is what's called substitution. And substitution is another thing that we do in acting that so in acting, you're in a scene and you're doing a scene that something that didn't necessarily happen to you, but what you can do is take something from your past that did happen in your life, and you can put that specificity and that emotionality into the scene, that those emotions will transfer into the scene, and as you're in the scene, it'll just look like you're having the emotions because of whatever your character's going through there. I say all that to say, this is an acting lesson, but I say all that to say it's the same thing with singing. So if you write something that's biographical, using some sense memory could really help you while you're singing the song, really kind of living through that, and it can be cathartic and all that. But if you write a song or you're singing somebody else's song, you co-wrote a song, and it's not exactly something that happened in your life, you could still use this substitution, meaning grab something from your life that does matter, maybe you're going through now, and use that and be thinking through that as you're singing the song and singing the lyrics, and allow that to come through in the song. This is a way to get the emotionality into the song and into your voice that's going to really impact the listener in a powerful and emotional way. So I hope that's helpful. Give it a try and see what you come up with, and leave me a comment. Let me know what happens. As you know, I just started doing content again. I haven't done it in about a year, so hit that notification bell because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. And also, if you want to see my video that's it's got 16 million views. It's one of my most watched videos. It's How to Sing Better in 5 Minutes. You can check that out here now.